Now, if you want to stop the video, do the problem to see if you can do it by yourself, then watch me. That might be a good idea. But completing the square, you divide both sides by your a. So that would be 10. So I'm just going to do it. And 70 divided by 10 is 7. So I'm going to subtract it from both sides. Half of 8 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So I would have x plus 4 squared equals 9. Okay. Square root both sides. X plus 4 equals plus or minus 3, because the square root of 9 is 3. Subtract 4. Now, a lot of people stopped here. But you got to simplify. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1, or negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. Now, quadratic formula. You've got to know what it is. So this is factorable, but the directions say quadratic formula. So here is negative b, here is negative b, plus or minus square root, plus or minus square root, b squared minus 4ac, b squared minus 4ac, all over 2a. So negative b would be negative 4, plus or minus. Hey, Naked, how you doing, bud? I know you're a 7th grader, but life is good, isn't it? Well, anyways, send out a message. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared, so that'd be 16 minus 4ac, so that's 12, all over 2a. A is 1, so 2a would be 2. So this would be negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 over 2. Now, a lot of people did negative 4 divided by 2, but left this alone. It's got to go into both if you do it. So I'm going to simplify here. This is a 2. So negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Or negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. Wow, this is, for some reason, it's kind of got dark. So this one, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. 8 times 5 is 40. Number one mistake on this last test, 9 minus 40. I don't know why. So that's negative 31. You got to pop your eye out and can't do anything else. That was kind of quick. So here I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. To do completing the square, it has to be ax squared plus bx plus c. So, opposite of b, so it'd be 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared. But this is minus, so it's going to be minus a minus 36 all over 2a, which is 6. So it'd be 1 plus or minus square root of 37 over 6. The video froze. Sorry about that. That wasn't me. I'm not magical. But I don't know why it freezes sometimes like that. Okay, solve. I don't know if you remember, when we started this, I said you would get this wrong, and a lot of you did. It's equal to 0. It's products. So go 3x equals 0, so x equals 0. X plus 6 equals 0, so x equals negative 6. That's a negative, by the way. 3x plus 5 equals 0. So 3x equals negative 5. So x equals a negative 5/3. Now this one, x to the 4th. So let's factor it because this is x squared. So it'd be x squared minus 9, x squared plus 1. So this would be x squared equals 9. So x equals plus or minus 3. This would be x squared equals negative 1. So x equals plus or minus I. Now this one, you could do completing the square. Quadratic formula can't factor. What are the factors of 2 that add up to 9? None. Now this is odd, so I wouldn't do completing the square. I would do quadratic formula. So negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, which is 8, all over 2a. So negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 73 all over 2. A lot of people put 72, which made the problem a lot harder. This one, oh, this is perfect for completing the square. A is 1. The number's on the other side. So half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Add it to both sides. Factor x plus 2 squared equals 5. So square root x plus 2 equals plus or minus square root of 5. So x equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of 5. Now, to be honest, I'm not really sure why I put this one in the test. I just sort of threw it on at the end. Wait a minute, I got an email. Woohoo! So square equals a number, you just square root both sides. So that's not really worth 20 points, but I don't know why, I just sort of did it. Plus or minus 5i. A lot of people added 25, but x squared plus 25 you cannot factor. So I hope going over this helps you. Remember, a full page of the test is on this stuff. So anyways, have a good day. Be nice to someone. They probably need it. Life is good.